Update. Neck still stiff like a bitch. And I know why. It's just this fucking bed. Every night I'm gonna fall asleep in it. And every night I'm gonna wake up feeling like I gave someone too much head without a break. Like, this is some bullshit. But I've learned if I move it a lot, that requires a shit ton of neck movement early. Well, it's like noon, but I'm lazy right now. But early in my hours of being awake, if I move it, it kind of not really, but does somewhat a little bit, feels better, and it really irritating and ow! Like, it really hurts when I bend down. Like, if I go forward, that's when it really hurts. I go left, I go right. So while I'm driving, I can check my peripherals. Just don't expect me to look on the floor to check for nothing. Like, fuck that shit. Heart, soul, body, but no body understands. What do you mean by that? Well, you can give your heart and your soul to somebody, but no body will understand because it's not a body's present that needs to be present with yours for you to be happy. It's a spiritual thing, honestly. Like, give your heart, your soul, and your body up and you'll be happy. But give your heart, soul, and body to somebody as a present and they'll just decimate it. They'll destroy it. They don't know what to do with it because they didn't create it. So that's why you got to give your heart, soul, and body up because only He knows. He's the one that created you. Regardless if you wanted to be here today or if you wanted to die yesterday, He's the reason why you woke up and heard this video, okay? So, why do we care so much about the possessive and recessive things about other people? Like, I saw the bad go away, so I must possess the good within them. But no, there was no good. It's just an acting show. Why? He's trying to show you something. But you're misunderstanding the lesson in front. You're misunderstanding the lesson that's in front of you. So you keep stumbling and mumbling over the little things. Like, no, that's not how it's supposed to go. Open your eyes, and maybe you'll see the things that He's trying to show you. So I don't take every misunderstood mistake like it's supposed to feel like this. I try to reevaluate it and look at it through different views. Like, maybe this is meant to be. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Wait, yeah, it is. So what's the true lesson behind all this pain that I'm going through? I am not shitting you when I say I use this to get my car clean. I will get the back clean, and I'll get all this ice and shit off. Using this, because I don't always believe in using the conventional, easy, oh shit, this is made for it type of ways, because there is more than one way to do something. And I am a firm believer if the first way doesn't work, fuck it, there's 72 other ways, if not thought of quite yet, that can work, and this does work. It does. I know I might look crazy, but I know it works, because I've used it, and I've been utilizing it, and I love it, honestly. Like, this is not only my car scraper, but if I ever get bored, this bitch can be a weapon too. I doubt I'm gonna ever need it as a weapon, so so it's a car scraper at the point. Yo, I finally woke up without I won. There are 365 days in a year. So, why pay any mind to me? On one day, like I didn't wake up yesterday. What's the difference between this Tuesday and next Tuesday? Someone was forced out on every day. But because you don't know them, would you wish it anyways? Why take time out of one day? I wouldn't matter on any other 364 other days. Isn't sex bad anyways? Who said I was conceived intentionally? Maybe I'm an accident that was never meant to be. For Pete's sakes, my heart doesn't even work right. My lungs didn't even want to breathe. Doctors had to stabilize me, just for me to grow up unstable. The body works like a fine oiled machine, though. The mind's the mess. Time dead. The line is dead. Roses are red, and I have a phone. All my text messages are left unread. Nobody texts me. Forever alone. My indicator never blinks. Why even have a phone? I bought this to never feel disconnected. I bought this to always feel interacted. I bought this, but this isn't the attachment that I needed. I didn't want to feel like I'm missing out. The line works two ways, but my friendships seem to be one ways. I'm always the through traffic because no one seems to know how to come to me. I'm always stopping through, but I'm sorry if me being me is bugging you. I bought this phone to stay in touch, but nobody seems to touch their phone when it is me. My screen is broken, my attention is taken. I have a phone, but I
Don't tell no one. 8/6/2021. Shh. Why would you help them? Don't you dare tell no one. They had their chance years, months, days, hours, minutes, and even seconds. They knew what was next. Maybe not expecting this. Shh. Why would you help them? Don't you want help? The trial won't do. The judge won't do. The jury won't do. The courtroom isn't for us. Why speak up if they are deaf? Why reach out if they never have a hand? Why report if nothing is done? Shh. We can take care of this. Let it be known we don't stand for this.
Presidential office in January 2017. One of the individuals who was interviewed is a woman named Kathy Chung, who served as then Vice President Biden's executive assistant, and for 2 hours been explaining various other locations where documents could have ended up officially for decades as far as supposed to Donald Trump as possible. But then there are others that are raising the very
my love. I've woken up like 8 times. And I'll explain this. Now, yesterday, I could feel the energy shift, and I could feel her being pissed off at me, which is why I refused to answer, and I did block her off of basically everything, except for texting, because I promised, not necessarily promised her, but I said I'd keep in communication for one thing and one thing only. So for the fact that I only need you for one thing, and it's not for the one thing that you guys are probably assuming of, it's like, the fuck do you need to be on my other shit for? And for the fact that it's all I did was block you on everything. Then you create another account or had this whole ass another account. I actually don't know because like I do have multiple accounts and stuff, and I'm trying to think of like how long would it take you to, and how long did I ever block until how long? Because it took me a minute to even get on my Instagram and check that shit. Because I had my do not disturb, so I wouldn't fucking see the messages, feel compelled to read them or anything like that. But like I told you, I could fucking feel the energy, and it wasn't until I felt the energy die down because it felt like it was heavy on my chest, like it was claustrophobic, like somebody was bare hugging me. And that's how I know she was still ramped up. And it was until I couldn't feel it that I was like, all right, I'm going to turn off my do not disturb. But within an hour and a half span of having my do not disturb on, if I remember correctly, she called me at least 4 times off the number that I have registered for her. And 3 times another number called me around the same time that she was calling me. And I'm just like, hmm. From all the previous experiences that I've had with my other exes that tried to catch me cheating or try to see if I would cheat, she would message me, would start dating, and then for some reason, some random account would DM me and then just start being flirtatious towards me. And somehow that happened to be around the exact same time that I was in the same relationship with the chick that I started talking to. So I always assumed that's her. And honestly, I was more right than I was wrong. So I'm like, if you're gonna test to see if I'm cheating on you, at least wait a week or at least a couple of days. We started dating like 15 minutes ago. Don't have another chick trying to hop on my dick. I'm gonna assume she's you. This is the internet. I don't know who the fuck's real and who the hell's not. Even in reality, I don't know who the fuck's real and who the fuck's not. So back then, I was just more skeptical about it. So like now, it's just like I have experience with madness aside from my own. That's another TikTok video. I have experience being with crazy. Just very wide ranges of crazy. And like I said, I had one ex that used to stalk me. I've had exes create accounts just to, I don't know, mess with my head psychologically. I don't know what the hell their whole entire intention was. Because my thought process in question is, yes, I used to be a piece of shit. I could have been way worse. So all I did was cheat. I didn't cheat and abuse. I just fucking cheated, which I guess could be some sort of an emotional abuse. So I guess, if you want to count that as a technicality, but never the physical part. Back to the point. So when I used to cheat, the main reason was because I was bored. I felt lonely, and out of sight, out of mind, I need a new body. I know, piece of shit back then. So that's why I used to cheat. Now, I don't get how the fuck creating another account and talking to me using my photos is gonna help me not cheat more when all y'all could have just done was leave me and just be like, this is trash, this is shit, leave it alone. Instead of like, I can fix it, I can fix it. And I used to be one of those bitches too. It's like, I can fix it, oh my God, I wanna kill myself. What the fuck am I doing here? For the record, and a reminder, it is nobody's job to fix anybody aside from a therapist, a psychologist, a doctor. I said bodies. Mechanic can count because car's a body, technically speaking. Either way, essentially, it's nobody's job to do aside from the person's job is, and even the people that have the job to realize that you can't help everybody. Oh, also caretakers, nurses, LPNs, RPNs, I'm pretty sure it's not one. CNA, like, aside from those that actually have the jobs too, and those that have the jobs to also know that people can turn down help, so therefore, you just help yourself. At the end of the day, as long as you ain't fucking hurting anybody, like, you're gonna hurt someone, but are you really trying to, or are they just really easily hurt? Butt hurt motherfuckers. Time to do some other shit. I'm such a generous person. When people give me attitude outside of work, that's why I actually match the energy. Inside of work, you always get it from me, because professionalism, and how the fuck am I supposed to return back to this bitch to make the slave trade type of money that I'm supposed to, because I need to, because I don't fucking want to. And how am I supposed to do that if I always have a bad reputation in every single fucking room I enter into? I have bad reputations in probably a handful of rooms, but not compared to as many rooms I can enter into without people just, oh, it's just Ethan. Nice to see you, Ethan. Come on, Ethan. There's a stage. Ethan, get the mic. Ethan, start speaking. Ethan, when I hear you, Ethan. Ethan, perform. Fucking, I just came here chilled. But it's called the E effect, or whatever the fuck other people want to call it. Like, there's this one chick in high school. I used to have her in I don't know what class it was, like pre-math class, because I was in special ed class, stuff like that. And she would always come in saying, oh, Ethan's got Ethanitis. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but I fucking love it. And I'm pretty sure it's contagious. Just because I've noticed how they rub off. Actually, I don't notice. It's more or less the reviews. I listen to the reviews. I read the reviews. I watch the reviews. If people didn't review me, I wouldn't really know how good and bad I am, because it all depends on which team. I always say that. If I'm on the blue team, I'm always going to be bad to the red team. If I'm on the red team, I'm always going to be bad to the blue team. But when the game's over, are we friends? Probably. It's not fucking personal. It's business, and it's all life is a bunch of businesses. But I'm not a businessman. I'm a personal man, or at least I try to be. And if I can't be personal with you, then okay, business. And business doesn't involve emotions. That's personal stuff. And I was trying to be personal with some people, but I only can be business. And business, well, you don't need that black suit and tie. Rather it's for a wedding or a graveyard. Who cares? I should have known. When I saw myself free downloading all the apps, I fucking deleted. I should have known. When every time I question you, you switch to the exact same thing that you said 10 seconds ago. And I know my memory is shitty, but now you're making me feel crazy like some other lady. And I remember what I did to that chick, I'm probably gonna have to do it to you. I should have known. When I left you alone for 12 hours, you still wanted an extra hour to yourself. And then I tried to fall asleep, and you're saying, you fell asleep in 8 minutes. Never heard of that before. I put my shit on Do Not Disturb. I don't want to be disturbed as soon as I go to sleep. Ain't nobody. I don't give a fuck how much I care about you. You disturb my sleep, I might disturb you in other ways. The house better be on fire. Somebody better be trying to murder you, because I might be the one burning down the house and trying to kill you too, because I want this sleep. You don't know how much work I put into this. I get it. We come from different lifespans, so either respect me or don't. We ain't got to be on the same team. And that's why I said fuck you, because apparently I'm the reason why you're like this. All right, you seemed happier without me, so I left. Yeah.
It'll never be your problem. I can't expect you to identify all these issues. Sometimes it really is me. Generally, I don't really listen, or I didn't ask enough questions to actually be able to tell if this is correct for me or if I'm just making this sit because I'm bored and waiting. I do realize time's fleeting, and when it's right for me, it's going to be right for me, but this is wrong for me. So on to a new song, on to a new dance, on to a new destination. I move so quickly, I didn't even know I was here for the time that you said I was. Really, my mind be kind of sporadic in the way it'd be crazy and dizzy. I don't even remember all the things I used to do. So why are you trying to remind me? I know I'm not the same person I used to be, but I do possess that person's body. But remember, in time, things can change. Possibly. This world isn't the exact same world that you grew up in, the world that I was born into, too. So I'm just trying to figure out, why are you trying to hold me to an image that don't exist no more? Yeah, I used to be a whore. Yeah, I used to be a dick. Yeah, I used to be heartless. Now I know where everything is, but I still don't use it. Yeah. Yo, I be talking till I'm choking. I don't give a fuck, you joking. I be quick to fix it. Vicious shit, malicious shit. Not trying to mix with it. Hopefully, if I reproduce, the kids get the peaceful shit instead of the dark demented. Don't look at it. Throw it in the basement, don't think about it, don't look at it. If you can't see it, you won't do it, so don't need to worry about it. I learned the logic, the way that the society works. If you don't see, you don't hear, you know you crazy. We can't trust you, we just gonna reposition you instead of trustworthy. We're gonna make sure you so crazy, we're gonna put you on conspiracies. A conspiracist theorist, you shouldn't listen to their lyrics. They don't really know what's in their brain, they think they're really knowing shit, they're insane. Don't you know? Schizophrenia, they see shit that don't exist and they got voices in their head. DID probably. The way that they say they got fugue states too crazy to. I'm honestly not a fan of the snow, but you know what? I ain't gonna stay inside like a fucking nut until later. I'm already nutty without the snow, but I am going to ignore that for sure. Not my cat. Not my cat's. 5 days off, but no days off, and you always work. I felt more comfortable today in classes. But with 5 days off, I definitely know I need to study. I should also pull this car aside and do something. That's what I'm referring to. So the bitch on the race side got leaked, and I don't know why. Don't have the time, don't have the money, don't really care, aside from this weather being absolute shit. I'm not a huge fan of getting out of my car and hand pumping. Now, why do I hand pump instead of an automatic pump? Why did I buy one? For the same reason I'm not going to figure out what the fuck's wrong with that. Back to the point. So, as long as that bitch don't say zero, I don't give a sheesh. This bitch might kill me. But also, I could go slower. Either way, pull over at my earliest convenience. I could have easily waited at the class and pumped my tire. I could have pulled over on multiple other spots. But I don't know how I forgot to brag about this. Or at least talk about it a little bit. I don't know. Either way, so back to the point. So originally, there was no originally. So what I'm getting at is I kind of have experience with this now. To do things professionally and to be able to do things are two different things. Like I haven't been trained in a lot of things. Like I wish I was still trained in existence. Not a communicative I hope I'm not getting sick, but I had this tickle in my throat. And I'm thinking to myself, son of the fuck out my system. Which is my translation of just get extremely hot and burn out whatever fuck's in me, because I'm not letting the flu stop me from shit. I said shit's COVID because I felt COVID before COVID. A bitch! That was
2019. That's the only sickness that I remember that's actually debilitating me. Aside from the shit that I've done to myself. That's the point. So, I actually did pretty good on the fucking homework. I stayed up till 2 o'clock roughly because I did take a gap period, take a nap because I was already out for ridiculous hours to begin with. So, I ended up getting like 90s, and I think my lowest was like 80 something. And I'm like, God damn, I kind of do know this shit. But if this was like, I was just generally thinking, like, if I was just doing this without the experience that I've had for the years that I've had, and I'm talking about the actual being paid to do this experience, as well as my own personal experience of having 11 mentally and or physically disabled siblings, having a sibling with a Mickey tube, having siblings with shaken baby syndrome, siblings with hydrocephalic heads, like, caretaking is basically my life. But who's to say just because I was around there, I helped? I'm to say I did. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. I see people struggling. I want to help them. It wasn't until I grew up and realized that you can't help everybody. Some people, you got to let them struggle. Some people, you got to stay a distance away because they're going to be struggling. You could help them, but they're going to go back to their struggle. It's like, nigga, bitch, what the fuck? What the? I got you out this bitch. You're going back. You know what? I might as well. No, because if I kill you, I'm fucking my own reputation. You know what? I'm just going to kill you metaphorically by not communicating with you and disassociating. It's completely cutting all ties and disconnecting because I mean love for you and you mean, well, you don't even know what love is. Or you have to find it for yourself. I don't know. Now I got the tires pumped up. Yeah, that's a grip that I needed. All right. I think I'm less likely. Well, death is coming for everybody at some point or another. But I think my car's not going to be a death with me. It's going to be me. I'm going the wrong way, you do this. Fuck it. Let's take it for a drive around, see how it feels tires-wise. I don't know which way I want to take. I know too many ways around this bitch. I've been here too long. I actually do know what way I want to take. I want to take the way that the fucking roads are fine. That's what way I want to take. So yeah, due to my own stupidity, I'm going to say this because nothing happened bad-wise, more or less. That was me. Now, what happened is I slid in too hard. And, like, I do love to whip shit around in snow like this. But with that fucking tire and whole retraction, Ethan, what were you thinking I wasn't? Actually, fuck around and find out. That's what I was thinking. Hey, see? Problem shoved. Well, not really, because I'm the infinite problem that can never be solved. I think, no, I actually know what the answer is. It's boredom. It's always boredom. I'm always bored, but gotta find something to either keep me awake, keep me entertained, or keep me out of trouble. And it's more or less just keep me out of trouble. Not many things entertain me. Don't whip the bitch around, don't whip the car around, don't. Oh, that's also probably why I whipped around. I had traction control off too. Huh. Let's turn that bitch off again. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, those I don't know prefer products, so please do not try this at home or in a city near you. I'm a professional idiot. Just haven't got my license yet. Okay, so that's 95. It's 94. That's 93. I missed 4 on that one. I missed 3 on that one. And that would have been funny if it went in order, though. Like 6, 4, and 3, I guess 3, 4, 6. But either way, I did better than I thought I did, or would have. I'm really glad that I did spend the time and energy to do it and did good because, well, I didn't know what I was expecting to get. Either fucking way. I hope to keep it up, stay focused, do this, do that, and figure out what the fuck's wrong with my back. Probably my lifestyle. Or I need to stretch more. Or do something else. One of the 3. Fuck this cough. Hallucinate. Story. So the reason why I'm saying hallucinate like this is because the 2 times that I went to say hallucinate, I can't even fucking repeat what the fuck I was saying in class, but it wasn't hallucinate, it was at some point another teacher's just like, hallucinate, thank you. And I tried to say it one more time, like, you know what, fuck it, like, how about this, you know what I mean, y'all know what I mean, I've already embarrassed myself enough, but humility, ladies and gentlemen, I can't be perfect, I don't know what fuck perfect means, I can just be myself, and I know how to say hallucinate. I guess now 9 times out of 10. Like, it's not like I'm trying to say fucking onomatopoeia or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm just trying to say hallucinate. There we go. But I can say delusional fine, easily. Because one of the favorite things about class today is I learned more about hallucination. That's the word. Fuck. Hallucination.